I see you. You're the black sheep of the family. Maybe you feel like you're the black sheep of society as well. Maybe you're the one that's felt like you're a little bit too much. You're maybe too intense, too emotional, a little bit sensitive, maybe a little bit weird as well. And you might feel that you're the black sheep within your family, could be within your job or business, could be just in the world around you. So this video is for you if you're carrying a really big vision or you've got a message that you want to share with the world, but you still find yourself hesitating, just hiding those parts of you because deep down, you're actually afraid of being judged. You're afraid of being misunderstood, or you might even be afraid to be cast out of a group or a family. So today I'm going to talk about what it really means to be the black sheep and how to release that fear of judgment so that you can lead, speak, and create with power. Now, here's what a lot of people don't actually say, that being the black sheep doesn't mean that you're broken. It's a conditioned phrase, right? The black sheep. But it doesn't mean you're broken. It actually means that you were born to see what others couldn't. You were born to question what others have already accepted. And you were also born to carry the spark of something brand new. And most people who consider themselves black sheep actually think that this means that they are unworthy because they're not like anyone else. And they might think that they're too emotional, they're too sensitive, it might even be too quiet. You know, like if you think that you're an introvert, you don't have a voice to share with the world because nobody listens to introverts. There might be a couple of limiting beliefs that are coming through for you. And, you know, let's face it, if you are quiet, sometimes the loud people in your life, they tend to gaslight you. They tend to, you know, show you how you should be feeling or tell you how you should be feeling rather than understanding the way that you do feel about, you know, whatever it is, whatever the message you have. And because of this, we actually learn to shrink ourselves, to edit our voice. So we learn to stay quiet. And we don't learn to stay quiet because we've got nothing to say. We are quiet because we're scared that our truth will cost us. It will cost us love. It will cost us our community. And it might even cost us safety. And these are some of the fears and limiting beliefs that probably are coming up for you. So when we have a fear of being judged, it's not surface level at all. This is not something that you can go to a coach or a therapist for, and you know you're healed after a session or two. This is deep. This is like a primal level, nervous system level trauma, in fact. And it's probably because you've been punished or sidelined for speaking up in the past. And especially if you're sensitive and your body remembers that, your body remembers how it felt, and it keeps you stuck. It keeps you safe and it won't let you share that voice again. So actually that fear of being judged is not just a fear of being judged, it's a fear of being exiled. It's a fear of being outcast. And this outcast issue is actually inherently what it means to go against humanity. Right? Let me rephrase that. As human beings, we are inherently tribal. So when we have a fear of being cast out, it goes against what it means to be human. Let me reframe this for you. You're not here to be understood by everyone, right? We know that, that's surface level. You're here to be felt by the right people. So actually, the fear isn't telling you not to speak. It's showing you how powerful your voice is for those specific people. So when you understand that fear is just a messenger and it's not a warning, and we work on that nervous system, you can actually meet that fear of being judged with compassion instead of shame. So I want to go over some practical steps of what you can do to turn this fear of judgment around as a spiritual visionary. And these are things that I have done in my life for me to be able to step out and to share my unique message with the world. So step number one, this is where we really want to own our black sheep story. And you might not want to call it your black sheep story because, like I said at the beginning, it's a conditioned phrase and it comes with a negative connotation. But I want you to own your story. I want you to write it down. I want you to say it out loud. And I want you to stop pretending that you were ever meant to blend in, because you weren't. You were designed to disrupt and to rebuild, right? Now, I'm actually currently writing 2 books. One is more of a practical guide for spiritual visionaries, and this is really to help you to understand how to speak to the soul of your soul aligned clients. That's kind of practical. But my other book is going to be my black sheep story. I'm not going to call it that. I probably won't put that in, the title or the subtitle or even the chapters, but it is my story. It's my story of having a perfect childhood, yet always feeling misunderstood. And I know that you're going to relate to that because I know that you felt it too. So step number 2 is we are going to name the fear. We're not going to just say, I'm afraid of being judged, because we really want to start getting specific now. Okay, so when you have a message to share and you want to share that, whether it's on a social media, whether it's on stage, or, however you want to share your message, I want you to sit with it in meditation. And I want you to really feel into what it is that is the problem for you. Are you afraid that you'll lose respect from people? Are you afraid that you'll be seen as too much, like too weird? Like nobody will understand you? Are you afraid that one particular person in your family, or maybe like a friend from school, is going to come on and, say something specifically? Are you afraid that they're going to say that they don't understand what you're talking about? And I want you to sit with what it is and where it's actually come from. And I feel like through meditation practices, through hypnosis, and even just sometimes simply asking your subconscious where something has come from, you can work out where it's from. And you can bring that fear to the table, and you can just lovingly say, thank you, fear. You are false evidence appearing real. And now I get to step forward and to be, free to share my message. So I actually once did a guided memory regression, and I realized that there was a very specific moment. My subconscious is amazing. It showed me a very specific moment in my childhood. I was around age 7. And my grandmother had basically said the words to me, you poor child. And she said that in response to the fact that I had just got hearing aids. And she thought that it was a bad thing for me to have hearing aids because hearing aids were for old people, not for 7-year-olds. Now, that moment that my subconscious showed me, that was a key moment for my nervous system. And from then on, it kept me safe. It kept me from really being independent, for being true to myself. And now that I know this and I've named it and I love it and I care for it, this story now really helps my mission. So my third tip actually is, I've kind of alluded to it a little bit already, but I want you to work on regulating your nervous system. Now, judgment hits us physically. So what we want to do is somatic practices that enable us to really stay in that parasympathetic, that calm, wonderful, lovely side of our nervous system. We don't want to be in fight, flight, or freeze response. So just anything that you love to do in your day, breathing, shaking, that's one of my favorite ones, moving, embodied feminine movement, I love doing that as well. And I want you to also to speak kindly to yourself. right? Safety starts in your body. So as soon as you really just come into your body and really understand it and understand what's going on, that is going to help you to shift that fear. And it's going to help you to really start to be able to have the confidence to share your message with the world. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. You are not too much. You're not wrong. You're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You're not here to fit in though, and that is your magic. If we all fit into the world, there would be no evolution. We are literally here to lead other people into a new way of being or doing or living. So we need us with like those of us who are rebels, who are burning down, like different ways of doing things and showing people a new way of life. We're needed. So it's your time now to step up. It's your time to come forward, to step up, to help these people to change their lives. You're here to help them, not just to survive, but you're here to help them thrive. So if this landed with you, I want you to share it with someone who needs to hear it. And let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's anything that you are currently feeling and if you did any of the 3 steps that I shared with you today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Charlie, and thank you so much for being here.